day, Internet, and welcome to the Monday Night Online Open Mic presented by the legendary Nuyorican Poets Cafe. I am your host for the evening. My name is Advocate of Wordz. Happy Monday to everyone. Let me see the beautiful faces. Yes, we are being live streamed on Facebook and YouTube. There we are. There we are. Awesome, awesome. Good day, everyone. I hope that you have had a good weekend. We only have but so much time left in this year to enjoy. So let's get right to the poetry. This is our 90th week in a row of doing this, of the Monday Night Online Open Mic. We do this every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. If you would like to see any of our past open mics or a recording of tonight's open mic later on after it is done, you could go onto our Facebook and YouTube page and check that out. And if you happen to be watching us live on Facebook or YouTube, you can come join us on Zoom. The number is 279-995-364. The number will be at the bottom of the screen for a while. Come join us in the chat. You can speak to the poets after they perform. We'd like to thank the National Endowment for the Arts, the New York State Council on the Arts, the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, the Amazon Literary Partnership, and the New York Community Trust for sponsoring our free online events. You too can help us with a tax-deductible donation by going to www.nuyorican.org/contribute or hitting us on the Cash App, Nuyorican Poets Cafe. So tonight, we are going to be hearing poems about the holidays. Yay! Maybe it's some good feelings with the family, or maybe it's not, because the holidays are not great for everyone. I just want to let you know, if your theme is on holidays and you want to spread the cheer, then your joy is welcome here. If the holidays are rough for you and you feel like expressing that, then we got space for you too. If you think that doing a poem about the holidays in any way is not what you're feeling tonight, you're welcome to do that too. On the right-hand side of the screen, you will see what our upcoming themes are. Next week, year in review. Make sure you check out the Monday Night Online Open Mic next week, because I'm going to be talking about what our plans are for 2022. And you will also see that in January, there is no themes. I'm going to give the community a month off and just bring in the new year however you see fit. All this information can be found on my Twitter and Instagram. You can give me a follow at Advocate of Wordz. When you spell words, that's with a Z, because poetic license. I also got a YouTube channel, got some cool stuff on there. Check it out when you got a moment. But right now, because we got some poetry to get into. And we got some rules. Poets, please pay attention. When you are performing, please turn your camera on. We are looking to simulate an in-person open mic as much as possible. We want to see your expressive faces when you are sharing your poems with us. So when you're performing, make sure that you turn your camera on. Have your poem ready. We want to get to all of our poets in a timely manner. So please get your poem out right now. If it's on paper or you're going to read it off your screen, a word pad, whatever it is, get it ready now. Poets, you have 3 minutes to perform your poem. Not 4 minutes. You got 3 minutes to perform your poem. Please don't be greedy. We have a lot of people on the open mic. We want to get to them in a timely manner. Also, keep your intros to 30 seconds or less. Let the people know where they can find you online. Then light them up with your poetry, and then they're going to go look for you online, and you can tell them about all the things that you are doing. In terms of censorship, put the kids to bed. There is no censorship. Enough said. Moving forward, after our poets perform, you're going to see this pop up on your screen. Hit that blue button, click unmute, and give a lot of noise to our poets. Shower them with as much affection as possible, and really be obnoxious towards your neighbors, because who cares, just because it's the holidays. Our sign-up list for tonight is closed. The sign-up list opens 24 hours before the show on Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. To sign up, you would go to nuyorican.org, click full events calendar. When you get there, you would click on the date you're signing up for. So if you want to sign up for the 27th next week, you would click on the 27th, and then you would get an artist RSVP ticket. It is the only way to get onto the open mic list. Not the view RSVP ticket. The artist RSVP ticket puts you on the open mic list. Yes. We're going to be talking about this next week. Moving forward, here is our open mic list for tonight. We have quite a few new names. At least I believe they are new. Caria Field Hernandez. I hope I'm saying your first name right. I don't know if it's Caria or Caria. You let me know when we call you up. Anna V. Then we have Felicia Villanueva. Although I wonder if that is someone that we already know. She's just given a different first name. We're going to find out later. We also have you see on the right-hand side of the screen, Jelani Pio. I hope I'm saying your first name right, but you'll correct me when we call you up. Liz Minette. I feel like I know that name, but I can't call it right now. But if Liz is new, welcome to Monday Nights, Liz. And then we also have Hakeem Coriano. So, starting off, we're going with our wild card, man. We're going with our wild card, right? Listen, I'm a baseball guy. In baseball, you're still supposed to start with the fastball, not the curveball. But we throwing you a curveball, starting off with the withdrawn, brother. I like your hat. Let the people know they can follow you online, and then let's hear your poetry.
Thank you. You can follow me at The Withdrawn on Instagram, thewithdrawn.com. And this piece is called Santa Claus Them Cheeks. Can I kiss your lips under the mistletoe? I promise you'll love the way I sing or whistle into that pussy though. I'll have to make sure your set and my set are wet. For if they aren't, I might get called out by the feds that exist between the two pillars surrounding my head. Make me beg to be crossed in legs and stay locked up for more than just tonight. Yes, I'm aware that it is cuffing season. And I know you have no intention of reading me my Miranda rights. I'm probably gonna hit up your mama like, do you know how crazy your daughter's body feels? When I'm up in it, I can legit enroll in her soul. As if she got trapped in an Illuminati deal. And when I go down, oof, chef's kiss. The taste be immaculate. Damn, look at you, got me using words I never said before in my poetry and shit. Stay stating you aren't creative is all cap. So I'm not even gonna listen. Besides, these scars behind me certainly say something different. I'm not sure if anyone can detect the language printed into my back, but maybe the aliens will recognize and decide to use us as their new form of earthly contact. Crazy how things happen so unexpectedly. Such as riding dick for the first time and then I love you slipping out her mouth when it's something she thought mentally. I guess we now know how Henny can be dangerous. I close my eyes and see exactly where on my bed the stain is of your leak. Christmas is coming, but it's never the wrong time to trick or treat or give Thanksgiving. Inside is a holiday 24/7, 365. 21 Bonnie and Clyde, we could be known for fucking in public. Die together while in the middle of getting piped. I don't really know for sure what you got on your wish list. All I know is I'm trying to be the last motherfucker on your dick list. That's my mission. So express to me, miss, what it is you need, and I'll be the one to permanently provide it. Thank you.
Unmute yourselves and give it up for the curveball, the wild card withdrawn.
Yes.
Thank you.
Withdrawn. That's how you bring that, homie. Oh, way to set it off.
Let's go.
The Withdrawn. You can catch him on Instagram at The Withdrawn, or the website, thewithdrawn.com. I told you a curveball. No censorship. Some people, they can use mommy and daddy language. And this next poet coming up, she's been known to use mommy and daddy language, but she's also been known to also give very vulnerable poems and all of that, very giving of herself, and that is Marissa Prada, but we forgive her for being a Green Bay Packers fan. It's okay.
Well, we
forgive
just
her.
clinched the
Marissa, let the
division. What
people
can I
know.
say?
I don't know about any football season going on this year. I don't know what happened to it. Nonetheless, we got poetry. Marissa, let them know where they can follow you online and then rock out.
Let's go. Find me, Marissa Prada, on Facebook. Word is right, Facebook, Instagram, Red or Green Books, Red READ, and Prada Painting and Poetry on Instagram. I got a Christmas poem for y'all. So here we go. It's titled Bizcochitos. I'm a poet in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and bizcochitos are our state cookie. They're a cinnamon sugar cookie. So here we go. A longing yellow pours across the sky, like vanilla bean ice cream. No, not just vanilla. A French vanilla sunset filled with tiny black specks. The wooden deck creaks beneath my feet. I smell cinnamon entwined with smoke from the chimney that escapes on the vapors of my mouth. Each breath unique. Each breath dances beyond my body. Each breath pulling and pushing life. Quiet this mountainside has become as twilight sinks with the sun against the sparkle of your last snow. Frost finds its way to every surface, especially my skin. Hidden beneath this down coat, a crow caws its return for the night. I am not ready to leave yet. The sky shifts to rose, risen from city lights nearby, so bright I can even carry my shadow this late at night. The tips of my fingers tingle a tantrum, return to the house, but not before I fall back, arms out to the side into the frozen snow of this moment, surely melted tomorrow. As if onto pillows I flail an angel, these arms and legs saved for one more day of this wicked winter wanting. Quiet crawls into my mind when my mother's voice calls me up. Time to leave the snow behind, for the smell of cookies finds my face, reminds me that tomorrow is Christmas. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, everyone. We're doing a New Year's Eve show. Come spend New Year's Eve with us at The Word is Right. WRITE. Love you all. Advocate. Hugs, my friend.
Awesome piece, Melissa.
Love you all.
Marissa Prada.
That was beautiful.
There must be something wrong with Marissa. That was a very wholesome poem. As she gave, I'm teasing you. Marissa Prada, make sure that you go give her a follow, especially if you want to rock out online on New Year's and do an open mic. New Yo did one last year. I got to do it with La Bruja. This year we're not. So if you are looking for something like that, make sure that you go and check out what Marissa Prada is doing. She's also got a bunch of other open mics that people in the community attend and also host. So with that being said, let's keep moving forward because she don't need no love. The Packers are in the freaking playoffs. You got enough love, all right? All right, you know what? Everyone, until the end of the football season, unfollow Marissa. And then when it's over, you could go follow her again, okay? And someone else in here said they're a Packers fan. Chicago Bears fan here hosting this. All right, let me keep moving forward. Rich Daddy Glennon is next. And I don't think he watches the NFL, or at least he doesn't engage in it or talk about it with us. Or maybe he does. His eyes are lighting up like, what? Or maybe you're just a Jets fan, and that's why you don't say anything, Rich.
I'm a Giants fan, so it's the same thing. A little bit better, but not much.
Brother, it's good to see you. Please let the people know where they can find you online, and it's your turn to rock out.
Thank you. Okay, good to see you too. Rich Glennon on Instagram and Tumblr, and I have 4 very short holiday poems. This first one is called Wreath. Wreath. Thanksgiving gifted me a jelly wreath to wear around my waist, which will be handy come Christmas. The second one is called Fabric. The ham and yams warm and boil this Christmas evening and hang yards of uncut condensation across the windows, a fabric unfit to knit into stockings, yet apropos for sweaty toes. This one I wrote this holiday season. It's called Wet Decorations. While mom puts you to bed, I collect from the couch wet decorations and hang them again, but this time on the high branches, leaving the bottom bare, a regular tree, a piney plinth for you, a mini Christmas tree for mom and me. And the last poem I have here is called Seconds. Time after time, I chew too fast and bite the inside of my lip. It swells and gets in the way of anticipated holidays. Then I bite it again. So many slap tables, so many slap tables, red dot blotted napkins. A canker rankles, stings like a jab with each snare of wing. The more I eat, the more of me I consume, and I always have room. Thank you.
Unmute yourselves. Give it up for Daddy Glennon Rich.
Let's go, Rich.
Nice.
Yes.
Woo, woo, woo.
Loved it. Yes, yes.
Awesome, Rich.
Happy holidays, Rich. And he is a mainstay here on the Monday Night Online Open Mic. And yes, there is quite a few times in my life I have bitten one side of my cheek twice in the same spot. I went from slapping the table, and then when I did it again, I wound up punching the table. And then I wound up hurting my knuckles, but so is the case. All right, so let's keep moving. We are now going with Tamam Mancour, where there she is. One of our newest mainstays here at the Monday Night Online Open Mic. This is like her 4th or 5th time. I love having you on. Quickly let the people know where they can contact you online if you choose so. And then it's your turn to share poetry. It's good to see you. Good evening.
It's good to be here. It's good to be here. Mercer Street Blues blog spot is where I can be found. And I've got a holiday poem, but it's a Kwanzaa chant. And yeah, it should be done in rhythm, but I'm not going to attempt to do it in rhythm. It's based on the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. But it goes, Umoja, Umoja, unity, unity. New Eurekan Cafe is a poetic community. New Eurekan Cafe is a poetic community. Kuchichagolia, Kuchichagolia, self-determination, self-determination. Spoken word has the power to inspire our nation. Spoken word has the power to inspire our nation. Ujima, Ujima, collective work and responsibility. Collective work and responsibility. Let's work together on the problems that plague our community. Let's work together on the problems that plague our community. Ujima, Ujima, cooperative economics, cooperative economics. Spend your money in support of minority business. Spend your money in support of minority business. Nia, Nia, purpose, purpose. The healing of our land is a necessary focus. The healing of our land is a necessary focus. Kaumba, Kaumba, creativity, creativity. Fill the world with hope, love, peace, and beauty. Fill the world with hope, love, peace, and beauty. Imani, Imani, faith, faith. Believe in yourselves and know that you are great. Believe in yourselves and know that you are great. That's my Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa time, Kwanzaa time.
Woo! Unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Give
Awesome.
Tamam some
Better
love.
tell 'em.
Thank you so much.
Just tell 'em.
Beautiful.
Yes,
Oh,
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Gotcha.
I loved it. I loved it, Tamam Mankour. Thank you so much for that. I love the rhythm of that. I love that so far. Every poet we've heard has their own voice. Happy Kwanzaa to you, Tamam. Thank you so much for being part of our community. I'm looking forward to hearing more from you in 2022. Okay, let's keep it moving. I see Mr. Speaker came in a little late, but I love him. He's here. Our general is here. What's up, Mr. Speaker? Happy holidays. I hope all is well with you. Next, I've got Ray Camacho, who recently just rocked out in the New Yorican Poets Cafe for the hybrid event, our last hybrid of 2021. We will talk about that later. Right now, we're going to talk about Ray. Ray, let the people know where they can find you online, and then let's hear your poetry, brother.
Hi, everyone. I am the Goki Poet, Raymond Camacho, and you can find me at Instagram at the Goki Poet. Blessings to you all. I don't have a holiday themed poem, but I wanted to connect with one of my ancestors, Miguel Agarin. I'm going to be reading 2 of his poems to honor him. This one is called New Yorican Angel. Lines of fluid fire shoot from the index finger of the first angel. His eyes penetrate emotional lead, parting flesh woven in time. No, this angel is not soft light. He moves in convulsion, phlegmatic, thick, muscular thrusts. He enters pulsating, kicking my mind apart, rousing violent torrents of liberating sensual blood flows. Swift, anxious, yearning fuels his desire to enter the temple bodies. No membrane can stop his arrogance parting of the skin. He scorches living flesh. And the second one I'm going to read is very short. It is one of Miguel Agarin's micro poems. It's called New Yorican Angel of Forgetfulness. At the end of his visit, he took away my memory of it. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is from his book, Love is Hard Work. Rest in peace, Miguel Agarin. We love you, Boricua.
Let's make some noise for Ray Camacho and Miguel Agarin.
Great. Man. Appreciate that. For real. Dope.
No doubt.
We lost our founder, Miguel Agarin, a little over a year ago, and we keep trying to honor him in different ways, and the community keeps trying to honor him in different ways. I appreciate you, Ray, sharing his poetry on right here tonight. Make sure you go give Ray a follow. He is a poet himself. If you're not familiar with him, at Ray Did This. He is the Koki poet. And you know, you hear the Kokis in the back. I love it. I love it. All of y'all are characters, and I love it. All right, let's continue on. The next character, poet, is someone who's got her hands in a lot of cookie jars, and I love visiting them cookie jars, and that is Finn Bell. Where's Finn?
I'm right here.
Oh, there you are. I didn't see you. I was like, wait a second, where is Finn? You know, I don't know if you were busy off doing one of your podcasts or hosting an open mic on your own or doing some workshops, because you're just doing everything. Where can the people find out about all these great things that you're doing, Finn?
On linktree/Finn Bell. And 2 of those things are, I have a show with the Poetry Global Network called The Poets Lighthouse, as well as my own outfit called Fincabulary, which does events as well as open mics, and is doing a karaoke open mic tomorrow. The first poem I wanted to share is actually a cover. It is Toy Derricott's Christmas Eve, My Mother Dressing. My mother was not impressed with her beauty. Once a year, she put it on like a costume, plaited her black hair, slick as corn silk, down past her hips, in one rope-thick braid, turned it carefully, hand over hand, and fixed it at the nape of her neck, stiff and elegant as a crown, with tortoise pins like huge insects, some belonging to her dead mother, some to my living grandmother. Sitting on the stool at the mirror, she applied a peachy foundation that seemed to hold her down, to trap her as if we could never have noticed what flew among us unless it was weighted and bound in its mask. Vaseline shined her eyebrows, mascara blackened her lashes until they swept down like feathers. Her eyes deepened until they shone from far away. Now I remember her hands, her poor hands, which even then were old from scrubbing, whiter on the inside than they should have been, and hard. The first joints of her fingers, little fattened pads, the nails filed to sharp points like old-fashioned ink pens, painted a jolly color. Her hands stood next to her face and wanted to be put away, prayed for the scrub bucket and brush to make them useful. And as I write, I forget the years I watched her pull hairs.
Trisha, here is your
Like a witch from her chin, magnify every blotch, as if acid were thrown from the inside. But once a year, my mother rose in her white silk slip, not the slave of the house, the woman, took the iron dress from the hanger, allowing me to stand on the bed so that my face looking directly into hers, and hold the garment away from her as she pulled it down. And then I want to finish with a short poem, probably not holiday themed. Shortcuts. 1, break the girl today. She forgets you lied, bold-faced, and her muscles rebuild around indiscretions. 2, build the girl, it's Wednesday. Lush, binge, smoke, pick scabs. She's good, mind immobile, lower half moves to the music at week's end. 3, break the girl tomorrow. She just climbed the 2 flights to your apartment. The Uber took off. Do you have space for her to crash? 4, build the girl like hobby. Undress the upper half and find the plastic parts movable. Don't blush. Nipples the exact color of Maggie's ashes of rose dress. Break the girl. You fix her. The cost is not steep. Take some duct tape, make 2 passes around her sternum. It'll hold for now. You coo, allay her doubts. The words drop cautery on her still pulsating heart. Number 6, build the girl. She's paying off. Tell her she's everything. Deny that later for other ears to hear. Ignore her for her own good. You are the one who says that they could care less. Thank you.
Unmute yourselves and give some love to Finn Bell, y'all.
Yes.
Always.
And
Damn.
Yes.
Always
Yes.
dope. Always dope.
We love ourselves some Finn Bell. Make sure you go give her a follow. Finn_Bell, PHYNNE_BELLE. Such a storyteller. I love it. I love it. Go give her a follow. I want y'all to hang out with us on Mondays, but there are other days of the week, and she's doing stuff in other days of the week. Right now, we're going to keep it moving, and we are going to go to Mr. Ron Mark Thompson. If you earlier had seen the open mic list I put up on screen, his was in blue because Mr. Ron Mark Thompson was once the unsung hero of the community. He is now the sung hero of the community. Ron, let the people know where they can follow you online. He's also assistant producer today for this show. And then rock out with your poetry, brother. A pleasure seeing you as always. And thank you for Hybrid on Saturday.
Hey, no problem. I help out whenever I can. Thank you for allowing me to be your assistant producer. I really enjoy that. Thank you so much. So I am Ron Mark Thompson on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also Bronx Art and Fun Hub. I put that in the chat. I will produce and host at minimum one more program before the year ends, maybe two. And I also moonlight at the Word is Right. This Wednesday, 2 days from tonight, I will be hosting a workshop online. And in that workshop, we will be writing a Christmas movie, just like you see on a Hallmark channel. Marissa told me I cannot leave the Zoom session until everyone at least comes away with an original summary or outline of their own holiday movie. So I will lead you for this. Come on through on Wednesday. So I have two short pieces. The first one, I dug up my Happy Holidays poem from last year, from December, and I think I read it either here on Monday or Thursday last year. And it's funny because I didn't think I'm going to reuse this, but then with the latest COVID virus surges and again and all the stuff, it suddenly has become relevant again. So this is what I wrote last year. You'll be the judge if it still applies to this year. Happy Holidays. Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Festivus, candles we light. We keep our customs alive, let them shine bright. Traditions also include gatherings with our family. We usually cook and wait for them anxiously. Our sentiments convey love and beauty. It is our spiritual holiday duty. However, we are all virtually this year because we need to be in the clear. This December, our health once again is even more imperative. We don't want to add two more counts to this year's narratives. Skype and Zoom are the season's gift. It's like they were made to give us a lift. Our love we will show through our cameras, even if we don't always look very glamorous. We will be cheerful, we will be strong, we will reminisce, some of us will even sing a song. We will celebrate, forget once again another year so crazy, it's almost done, it's now all a hazy. Happy holidays, keep up your spirits, continue to believe, because we all will be happy again. There will be no more grief. So this is what I wrote last year, and I'm going to emphasize everything that I wrote. I want that to apply to this year. This better be the last year, you know. We'll see how it goes. So on that note, if Omicron, Delta, whatever the latest variants, if you spend Christmas, holidays, Kwanzaa with your family, if you spend alone, you know, it's okay. Even if you're not physically with your friends and family, remember you're still alive and you're still here with us every Monday. So this is what I wrote 10 minutes ago. If you feel like you're getting down and depressed, reach out to your fellow poets so you can be blessed. Remember, we are here for each other to help us through the times, bad and good. We don't want you to be sad or somber. No one should. Everyone, please keep enjoying each other every Monday night. Keep your light on. Keep your heart warm. And as always, stay shiny and bright. The end from me. Happy holidays, everyone.
Unmute yourselves and give some love to our sung hero, Ron Mark Thompson.
Yes, R-M-T-P-S.
We down with RMT. Make sure that you go give him a follow. See all that he is involved with. He truly is a hero within this community. Mr. Ron Mark Thompson, thank you for all the work that you have done for this community, Ron, whether it be for a show I'm involved with or Nuyo or a show that someone else in the community is running. You very much appreciate it. Ron Mark Thompson, go give that dude a follow. Okay. Next coming up, we have Carlita Field Hernandez. I don't know why we had that typo. I was trying to say, is it Caria? I don't know what it is. Wait, I'm trying to unmute you. Oh, look at the tatted arm. Oh, Carlita got a tatted arm, so the poetry's gonna be fire. Carlita, this is your first time on here, correct?
Yes, but I performed at the New York quite a lot before the plague. So this is my first
Got
time
you.
back.
Where are you located?
Queens. I'm from Brooklyn though, but I live in Queens.
Queens in the building. All right, that's what's up, Carlita.
Born in New York,
welcome.
raised in New York, probably will die in New York. So
I hear you. Well, welcome to the Monday night online open mic. All right, you've been to the cafe, now the online part. So you see how it is. You just let the people know where they can follow you online if you have social media.
at the poet Carlita _New York. Get it right there again. It's backwards.
Awesome. No, we see it fine. We see it fine. I don't know if it's backwards in your screen, but we saw it fine. We can see it perfectly.
Yeah. So at the poet Carlita _New York. I'm also in a couple of books. I'm pretty sure you can find them at Beautiful Minds Unite on Instagram. If not, I think they have a website that's under the same name. That'd be cool if you check those out. I do not have a holiday theme poem at all, but I do have this. Let me get into it. There is one part of my life I do not know how to write about. I can tell you about little wings, a flash of color, letting you know that it's there, but my hands go into fists and I don't know how to go further because even though I take pride in my textual alchemy, I still cannot write about this. Something locks so deep within me, bruising me if I get too close. Little wings, a flash of color, letting you know that it's there as it lazily flies across the room, landing, sitting still, just long enough to count each black dot along its back. But this is too hard to talk about. I don't know how to explain it, even to myself, even if it's just in my head. A memory of holding a mirror as I wiped dark red lipstick from my chin and I rolled my eyes and a laugh and the lock within me shakes as the part that I keep hidden, not from shame, but from fear, because I don't know how to explain it, because I feel too scary and like I can't breathe, because I don't know how to explain. I really loved her smile and the way her nose crinkled when she laughed, like she was about to scrunch up her whole face, but forgot halfway through. Her eyes were like saucers when she looked up at me. And I told her not to wear dark red lipstick because it got all over my face, but I actually really like the dark red lipstick and my hands go into fists because I don't know how to explain it. I'm scared because it's confusing. Back then I was scared too. And I keep it locked away because looking is hard and I don't know how to talk about it. And I can't write words that make sense and it's confusing, which makes it scary. And it flies so lazily, but circling. She always smiled when she saw me. Small and delicate, tucking her under my chin, my favorite thing. She gave her heart to me and I knew it. But she probably thinks I never cared. And I wish I could say it, but I don't know how to make the words work. And I don't know how to explain her, how to explain us, what I felt, who she was, what I lost. And when I saw her that night after so long, after I broke her heart, after I broke my heart, and she was wet and it was cold and our new boyfriends weren't nearby, and she slipped her arms in my jacket and I pulled her under my chin again. And I wanted to punch her boyfriend who didn't deserve her for making her cry, but I made her cry. And I wanted to tell her that my boyfriend made me cry too. And I wanted her to know that I had cared. I did care. And she was still my girl, that I wanted to take her hand and run, that I wanted to make it better, that it was still her. And I wanted to say sorry for when she ran up to me at the pool and I waved goodbye, how I acted like it didn't matter after I barely said a word to her, like I didn't know why she came running towards me, secret smile on her face. It did matter. She did matter. She had always mattered. And I didn't say a word. It was too complicated. So many people don't even know she existed, don't know someone like her could exist. My insides have always been complicated. It's so hard to explain. I don't have the words. It's easier not to go there, not to open that door. And I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Little wings, a flash of color, letting you know that she's there. Lazily flying across the room, landing, sitting still just long enough to count each black dot along its back, flying so lazily but circling. I used to call her Ladybug. They still make me think of her.
Woo! Unmute yourselves and give some
Yes.
That was so fire.
What?
One of us. One of us.
What they said
what they said.
Carlita Field Hernandez. Make sure you give her a follow. Carlita, that was fantastic. I love the energy. I love the imagery. I love the writing now. But you did mess up, Carlita, and I'm going to tell you how you messed up. You heard the people chant one of us. That means you've messed up because now you're going to have to keep coming back on Mondays. Your Mondays are ours now, okay? I don't care who comes up to you with any ladybug or what kind of lipstick they wear, what kind of hug they give you. They say, come out, hang out with me on Monday. Nope, I have to go hang out with the New Rican Poets Cafe on Monday. Carlita Field Hernandez, welcome to the Monday Night Online Open Mic. You are fantastic. All right, let's keep it moving. Coming up next is a mainstay here, who I don't know has been on vacation conquering the world, and that is my man, Elemental. Brother, it is good to see you. I'm excited to hear your poetry. I know whatever you got is going to be heat. Let the people know where they can find you online, and then rock out.
Advocate, man, it's always good to be in the house with you, man. The hardest working host in show business, the best host in the Zoomverse. Peace and blessings, and all the love and energy to all the poets who came before me and after. Truly appreciate your energy. Storm gods in the building, men who heal, sound from the underground, Poison Clan rocks the world, Poetry Global Network, for real, check in, elemental.com. So this, shout out to the sister Tamar, right? Great minds. So this is Vertigo season. To this day, I can only wish for magic coins or seeds that grow money trees for year-round bliss of fairies and cherubs and silly rabbits about them tricks hidden in cereal boxes that start every morning with daily doses of the devil is a lie, but Santa's on his way. Which list did you make? Naughty groceries and utilities, or nice Christmas gifts wrapped in rhythmless repetitions of exsanguinate and resuscitate, recycle, replay from payday to payday to payday. Make sure to save enough for Black Friday and layaway payments for babies to have a good day, because good God Almighty, them babies got to have a good day because they don't know no better, but we do. Oh yeah, we do. We know how you feed a beast and it stays hungry. I mean, it stays hungry. Greedy, gluttonous appetite for bright bulbs with pine tree slants on holiday skylines and empty pockets. It's in the air. Can't you smell it? Past the eggnog and southern comfort and northern lights of winter's wonderland. Get into it. Inhale the spirit of cheerful cash registers, caroling, caroling, caroling after sucking down sacrifices, ringing, ringing, ring the alarm. Another house is dying at the hand of brainwashing. I mean, mind trickery disguised as brand loyalty. It's the holidays. 'Tis the season to crack open cokes with polar bears dreaming of a white Christmas like the one they used to know, swapping tongues with blasphemy, wishing all who hear a merry, merry, holly jolly fantasy like a miracle on 34th Street. So we run to sales with veils of ignorance. When Master says, when Simon says, when Santa says, ho, ho, go on to the store and get some more of that and more of that and more of that trash, you don't need. When is jolly old Saint Nick gonna spread more than cherry red fat bastards down chimneys, packing more reasons to stay broke with a smile on your face and cheer in your Yuletide? How much holiday spirit is left in your wallet? Christmas, profits, stop it. I'll just re-gift my gift of Kaumba, walk in my crazy Imani, speak with this Coochie Chakalia for dedication to Ujima and Ujama, to topple stereotypes and word of mouth that spout misdirection. It's Nia that creates the power of emoja to strengthen generations, none of which cost a dime. What's under your family tree? Happy Kwanzaa. Peace.
Woo! Give some energy to Elemental, y'all. Let me know
Yes, yes.
Always. Fire.
Elemental, you can check out his website, Elemental. When you spell Elemental, you take the T out and you put in the number 2. Brother, it is so good to hear your voice and your flow. I miss it. Do not be a stranger. I hope all is well. Happy Kwanzaa to you. All right, Things are on fire. Let's just cool it off for a second because some people came in late. Holy cow, Diane Ward is here. I did not know Diane Ward is here. Hi, Diane. I hope all is well with you. I love me some Diane Ward. All right, so for those of you who came in late, this is the Monday Night Online Open Mic presented by the New Eurekan Poets Cafe. We do this every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Tonight's open mic list is closed. Sign-ups begin 24 hours before the show on Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. To sign up, you would go to neweurekan.org and click Full Events Calendar. After you do that, you would click on the date you're signing up for. So next week is December 27th, where we're also going to talk about the plans for 2022, so make sure that you're there. So if you wanted to sign up for December 27th, you would click on the date and you will get an artist RSVP ticket. It's the only way to get on the open mic list. The View RSVP ticket does not get you on the open mic list. So make sure you get that artist open mic list. That being said, let's say hello to some of the people here who are not on the list, but have come to hang out with us. I see Lobel is here. What's up, Lobel? Lobel got to rock at the hybrid open mic this Saturday. Loved having her on here, a mainstay here. Anna V, we're going to get to you shortly. I promise. I can see she's like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let me in, coach. Hold on, Anna. I just want to say some hi to some people. Like my man Propaganda Poet, who's here. What's going on, brother? Hopefully we get to have him in New York City rocking out with us soon. We looking towards that. I see Mr. Paul Conqueso, the honey trap. He's just like, yo, I'm just here with my biceps. How you doing? All right, I got a scratch in the back of my head I'm getting right here. I hope all of y'all are good. Make sure you go give him a follow at Paul Conqueso. I saw Mr. Speaky here. I have mentioned him. Gustav Salas. Wait. Is he on the list, though? Is he on the list? Wait, no, are you on? No, he's not. So he's just here to listen to the poetry. My man in Florida, always giving us energy. Appreciate having you here. All right, who else do we got? On the second page, Thomas Connick here in the building. My man from LI, a Jets fan. Sorry, man. I'm just sorry, man. Make sure you go give that man love. He's like, oh, you lucky I'm muted. We see Amanda Ashley Villanueva. Unfortunately, we were told that her sister cannot make it, but that's right. Amanda's here. We love having Amanda's energy here. We also have Mr. Paul Skiff. Wait, I gotta make sure. Is Paul on the, I don't think Paul, no, he's not on this list. He's just hanging out, listening to the poetry. The OG here at the New Eurekan Poets Cafe. This man was around when they were first putting it together, and now he is around while we're doing this online stuff. He is always rocking out with us. Love having him here. I see Deadpan Lizzie here. Wait, is Deadpan on the list tonight? No. We're just hanging out. Yes? No. Wait. Is she on the list? No, she's not. She's just hanging out, listening to the poetry. These are people who come here and share a lot of their poems, and now they're listening to poems. And last, but definitely, Idiunga is here as well. She rocked out at Hybrid. She was amazing. Love having her with us. And last but not least, and I will get back to more people who are here, but I want to get to the poetry. Of course, there's my lady, Mariela Salazar. She is here looking all pretty and pink. She is also the executive producer of 2 venues, 1 mic. Yes, we do more than just the Monday Night Online Open Mic. You need to follow us. We got a pretty executive producer, and she knows what she's doing, all right? She's helping us go global. You don't even know. But we're going to keep it moving. All right. Now we're coming to Anna V. Anna's like, all right. That is like the worst tease ever. I was ready to go in, coach. You hit pause on the game. Anna, I believe you've read something on here before. Yes or no?
No, this is my first open mic ever. So I'm super excited.
Oh, snap. Oh, I'm sorry. I know I'm such like a circus host, so I appreciate your bravery and dealing with me. Anna, where are you located?
I'm in the Bronx.
BR! I'm from the
Boogie
Bronx.
Down Bronx.
All day. Oh, Anna, I am honored as a fellow Bronxite to have your first performance, your live performance, be here with us with the New Eurekan Poets Cafe. So you see what we've done. You first let the people know where they can find you online if you have social media, and then you rock out. Welcome.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm super excited. Ever since I found out that I had the ability to write poetry, this has been a desire of mine to do it live. So thank you so much for welcoming me. So I'm going to be sharing two poems. biblical poetry. And here we go. The first one is called I Love. I love Jesus, the Son of God, who shed the blood for the cause, who died on the cross for my flaws. I used to think the Bible was a fantasy. My heart was hard like the Pharisees. I used to be ashamed of repping God, kept him on the low, a good God. His love remained the same while I was lost. Now I'm back home where I belong. Yes and amen are the praises that I sing to a real true King. Jesus, Jehovah Jireh, the one true creator, the best that still live. And then the second one is called Worthy. Worthy since birth. Before I was conceived, an egg and a seed, you knew me first. A carefully crafted masterpiece, only one of me, all made differently. I am a kingdom citizen, born with dominion and authority. You said to multiply and be fruitful. You gave up your only son for me. He died for my sins so I wouldn't be demon oppressed, broken, or depressed. My BFF, Holy Spirit entered me with just one breath. Omnipresent God covered me before he left. Stand firm, read your word, walk in your inheritance. The devil is a lie. Don't listen to that mess. I am baptized in royalty and heir to the throne. I am worthy because the Father said so. Thank you.
Oh, unmute yourselves and give it up for Anna.
With that flow. Stay with that flow.
Yes. One of us. One of us.
Yo, the people have spoken, Anna. You too. You messed up. You don't know what you stepped in it. Now you're going to have to constantly be coming on Monday nights to share your poetry. You one of us. Anna V. Congratulations on getting to share your poetry. I remember that feeling. I know it's like a good feeling. And she was so Bronx too, right? You saw her movement. I was loving it. I was like, oh, I'm home right now. I'm home right now. What's up with that? I'm home right now, ready to take over the world. Anna V. Make sure you check out the chat too. Everyone who performs, make sure you check out the chat. See all the nice things that the people are saying about you, except for Liz Minette, who apparently is from Minnesota, but likes the Green Bay Packers. I don't know what's going on with that. How does she like the Green Bay Packers? But it's okay. I'm only picking on Liz because she's gonna get a chance to speak. She's on the open mic list, so she's gonna get a chance to speak. I wouldn't be a bully and not let someone get a chance to speak back. So with that being said, let's keep moving forward so Liz can get an opportunity to get back at me. But first, we're going with a Thursday regular who's going to hang out with us right now on Mondays. I think he also checked in on Hybrid, and that is Catman Bill. Brother, it is a pleasure to see you as always. Even more of a pleasure to see you here on Monday. Let the people know where they can find you online, and then rock out, man.
I can't be found too many places online. My work is mostly a musical on YouTube under Catman Bill. You probably couldn't even find me with that. Anyways, I have three brief poems. I don't write poetry too often. When Pete Seeger died, though, I wrote a tribute to him called Pete Seeger Lives. Pete Seeger, storyteller and balladeer of freedom songs, of possibilities yet to achieve, teacher of the kinder nature of ourselves, patriot, freedom fighter, American as apple pie, even with his worker's cap tilted to the sky. His song will live, his songs live, for he lived in my time, in our time, for all time. He moved the earth that makes my land and your land. And to everything, there most certainly is a season under heaven, a hootenanny season, a hootenanny heaven. And the next piece is called Interlude with the Turtle. A run through Cedar Hill Cemetery this early Saturday morning in June becomes a walk after a snapping turtle approaches the roadside gate. I pick her up, assuming it's a female and that she will reproduce and name one of her offspring after me. And I carry her to a remote pond. She resists for a moment. I tell her that not all of my species are destructive and uncaring, but most of us are. She pees on my leg. We reach our destination at the far end of a pond deep inside the grounds. I tap on her shell 3 times and wish her a long and happy life. I give her a hearty send-off back into her water world. And the last poem, I wouldn't call it a tribute, but there was a real bad man that lived in Boston at one time called Whitey Bulger. The greatest criminal of the day is a killer known as Whitey, who stalked the streets of Boston Bay, strangling anyone in his way. He robbed and stole his way through life, and so engaged in daily strife, probably went to Sunday Mass as a hero of the South he passed. Now, mobster friends from long ago have testified against this foe. He crossed the line of omerta, the gold rule of their America. The FBI was on his tail, but he was on theirs too. With a brother in the White House, with a brother in the State House, what mistake could Whitey do? He played both sides with equal tact. With one as snitch, the other brother Jack. A good day found him under a deck, just strangling another neck. Thank you.
Unmute yourselves. Give some love to Catman.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Catman Bill, a regular on the Thursday night online open mic, which is a great segue for me to talk about the Thursday night online open mic. It is hosted by La Bruja. You can follow her at La Bruja NYC. It starts at 9 p.m. Eastern. And as you heard, Catman Bill does music. And on Thursdays, you can do poetry, music, comedy, hip hop, whatever it is you want, whatever it is, it's spoken word of any sorts, you can do it. Make sure you go check it out. And you get to hear more from Catman Bill. Make sure you go look him up on YouTube too when you get a moment. Okay, let's keep it moving. Next coming up is a man. Oh, this man is addicted. Where is Mr. Silver? There he is, Douglas Silver. There he is. I know this is like his third time I think with us. Douglas Silver, it is a pleasure to have you back. You know how it is at this point. Let us know where we can find you online, and then let's hear your poetry.
Thank you, Advocate. No, I'm not on social media, but I'm real happy to be here with you all. So thank you. Happy holidays, everybody. This is a love poem. It's called Following Water. Hot and dry, I've been in so long. Haven't seen you in so long. But now with so many changes in the air, I've been out and about. Surprising to hear and see that you're here too. Our conversation starts as a trickle, as they so often do, after so much time, after too much time away. Walking beside you for a bit and talking beside you for a bit. And when you turn left when I plan to turn right, I turn left too for just a bit more of everything with you. You disappear underground and into the clouds, but then return just when I'd almost given up on you, just when I'd almost given up on us. Stronger, louder, each time we meet, until you grow into a torrent, overflowing hidden borders, flooding where you've never been, over and under and around, dividing fences and walls that were meant to keep you out, reaching out there where they warned you will never go. I, however, in love with your confidence, your focus, your power, your persistence, the secrets you spring from, the stories you carry, the limits you rise above, the labels you ignore, and the who you always become. Thank you. That's a love poem for my wife.
Nice.
Unmute yourselves and give it up for Douglas Silver.
Nice.
Thank you.
Douglas Silver, you can't find him online because his wife will hurt you. Douglas Silver, one of the new mainstays here on the Monday night online open mic. Douglas, it's always a pleasure to have you on. And I've also noticed that he also comes on when he's not rocking to listen to the other poets. We appreciate that over here because we're really big on building community, and it takes that, to listen and to support the other poets. And that's why I mentioned the people who are here who haven't even signed up, like Arlene Santiago, Joe, who got to briefly stop by Hybrid and hang out with us, but had to go do something else. But I am so happy that you stopped by, Arlene, right now and on Saturday. It is good to see you. All right, let us keep going. As next we have, wait, who do we have? I think it's Christy Scribbles. Yes, it is. Speaking of Hybrid, Christy got to rock out with us at the Hybrid open mic. For those who don't know what that is our monthly open mic, where half the open mic is people rocking from inside the New Rican Poets Cafe, and the other half are coming to us from Zoom, and we put it on the big projector. And Christy, you had the cafe like lighting up, like with your poem. Loved it. Let the people know where they can find you online, and then rock out. We ready for you.
Cool. I am the Poetry Alchemist on Instagram. So that's where you can find me. I've got a couple of holiday poems. The first one, I'll just go into it. Here we go. These holidays, I find myself in the halls of days, in the mirrors of haze, as the reflection of my ways, the reflection of my whys, the expectation of my hows, the hows of the whys, of the who that I am, and the ways in which I celebrate these here holidays, in which the bells are played and the cheers cascade and the water-falling waves of the consumption around me, the consuming surrounding me here as I choke. I choke on the buying and wanting and getting and receiving and believing that any of it truly matters at all. As the buyers around me, somehow they have found me, and always astounds me as I bow to the buy, not understanding why it brings me to the buy, brings me to the spend, brings me to the debt, brings me to my knees in the consumption, consuming me here in this moment and buying me another present. To be in the present and to present my voice is so hard in times, days, and these holidays like haze, in which everyone wants to spend and buy and Amazon and deliver and more and more and more. And why can't I get off? Why can't I stop the ride of consumption as it consumes me in its wake and barrels me over as I put in my credit card number again and again and again? The consuming consumes the joy of my cheer and the heart of my holidays, and the meaning gets lost as I scroll and I scroll and I scroll to find the perfect present that won't even be used, cursing under my breath that I will never do this again, that I won't let the consume win, won't let it consume me in all of the ways on these here days, in the holiday haze, in their all-consuming ways. Okay, that's the first one, and here's one that's a little lighter. Noel, we dawn. The lights are strung, the perfect glow, the tinsel hung from high to low, the little boxes from years before, the crumpled papers that strewn the floor. To pick your pleasure, unwrap the joys. As glee erupts, memories deploy like cookies baking, hot cocoa cups, singing carols as we hang them up. Fisher-Price records with Mickey songs that we would play all night long. 3 little girls wrapped in holiday, the magical moments out on display, found in boxes, old and brown, held together, taped all around. They held the moon and the sun inside. They held the happy, our sleigh to ride. As I sit here now with my little one, the boxes filled with his moon and sun, the stars and pine cones and little angels found, memories floating all around. It whisks me to those little girls. It brings me joy and moves my world. The crumpled papers, boxes brown, ornaments hung as magic's found. Thank you.
Ooh, unmute yourselves and give Christy some love, y'all.
All right, beautiful.
Christy Scribbles, becoming the mainstay at the Monday Night Online Open Mic. Also got to rock at a hybrid. I love having her part of the community. I love the intensity. I love the rhythm of her poems so far. Christy Scribbles. Christy, again, if you have info you want people to know, make sure you put it in the chat. All the poets, after you perform, make sure you check the chat. Put your info in there that you'd like people to know, to follow. And those of you who would like to join us on Zoom, the number is 279-995-364. In fact, go get yourself a pen and paper. I will say it after we call our next poet up. And our next poet up is Mr. Tessa Somoke. Where is Mr. Tessa Somoke? I know he's here. Here he is. Let me unmute Mr. Tessa Somoke, who comes also from a very talented family. Shout out to Terry Rose Jertson. I see her checking us out, always giving love. Shout out to DJ Clearing, by the way. But I was talking about Mr. Tessa Somoke's family, about talent, and that drawing that I so love, that is his background. His niece drew it. And I know I'm always talking about it because I still love it. It has not grown old on me. Mr. Tessa Somoke, let the people know where they can find you online, and then rock out, man.
Thank you, sir. Folks can catch me on Instagram under Gaseous 2019, the title of my first book, which you can also get a copy of on Amazon. Today's piece, I'm off topic, but not off reality. So this is titled Requiem for the Great Replacement. The white American race has peaked in 1976 at 80% of the population. Like peak oil at the end of an extractive Southern exploitation, the limiting factor is not whether the oil or white supremacy exists, but whether it can be extracted or reproduced at an economical given price. A secular decline could be caused by both depletion of accessible reserves and by reductions in demand for both white supremacy and oil that reduces the price relative to the cost of maintenance extraction. Numerous predictions of the timing have been made over the past century before being falsified by subsequent growth in the rate of white supremacy and the petroleum extraction. The notion in a 1956 paper, which presented a formal theory and predicted US extraction and white supremacy to peak between 1965 and 1971. The original predictions proved premature. These predictions are dependent on future economic trends, technological developments, and efforts by societies and governments to moderate them. Like oil, white supremacy has rolled back to 44% of the population, like today's filibuster requiring 2/3 majority. The remaining 66% of the population has no demonstrable affinity to any white supremacist core beliefs or behaviors. They have largely been replaced by Americans who do not list any religious affiliation, a group that has tripled in proportion since the 1990s. Today, the unaffiliated make up roughly a quarter of Americans. Young adults likely identify this way, with a third saying they are atheists, agnostics, or otherwise secular. Today, the requiem is melted and sealed from the statue of Southern generals removed earlier this year and will be melted down to be made into a new work under the direction of the Jefferson School African American Heritage Center label, Swords into Plowshares, suggesting the end of a war, a civil war the North never fully claimed, the South never fully accepted its defeat. When the regime falls, a new one sweeps away its monuments and erects its own. This is happening as the taking down of Confederate, Columbus, and other statues commemorating oppressors across the country, the renaming of streets and buildings, and even sports teams and other public places, the appearance of myriad of statues, of murals of Harriet Tubman and other liberators, the opening of the Legacy Museum documenting slavery and mass incarceration, the housing of lynching memorials. Blessed be the requiem.
Ooh, unmute yourselves.
Tell him that truth, baby. Tell him.
Brilliant.
Oh,
Make
man.
sure you go give Mr. Tessasomo, who's a mainstay here at the Monday Night Online Open Mic, a follow. Gaseous 2019. I like to say that he's a bard in a room full of poets. Make sure you go give him a follow. Shout out to the Urban Cowboy Poet who just checked in. I see you. I hope all is good with you. Also, I can't believe I forgot to mention Ron Bremner. Ron Bremner has become a mainstay in the audience. He drops his poems in the chat. He talks to poets. Love having him on. He's always checking in. Thank you. Appreciate you, Ron. Okay, let us keep moving now. Next coming up is, I just had it. Jelani Peel. We're about to find out if I'm saying Jelani's name right. There we go. Am I saying your name right or no?
Yeah, you got it. That's right, Jelani.
Awesome. Good. Oh, man. See, you got the beard. Like your beard is popping, right? And like people don't understand, but we in the beard culture understand. Like we walking on the street, I have to move to the side because your beard is a lot bigger.
Nah, don't do that, man. I appreciate
Jelani,
it, brother.
is this your first time with us?
Yeah, first time.
Awesome. Where are you located?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn in the building. That is what's up, Jelani. All right, man. Well, you see how we do. You let the people know where they can find you online, and then you give us your fire. Welcome to Mondays, brother.
All right, perfect. Appreciate it, man. So my name is Jelani. You can find me on Instagram at JP_flight or on YouTube at Words of Flight. I don't really have a holiday themed poem, but I'll just jump into it with this one. That's cool. All right. So I come here before you and wonder to decide how I could describe this undying hunger that ensued after the first time she took my soul through her lips. Insatiable, of an appetite or desire impossible to satisfy. You see, this isn't a story for your usual senses, so close your sight, conceal your hearing, but open your taste and allow me to exchange this verbal nectar through our tongues to explain how I became drunk off the sips I pulled from her grips. My mind was tricked into thinking I could handle the playful banter between the tips of my fingers and dips of her hips as I urged to pull sustenance from her lips, insatiable. They had a taste, a fine taste, a wine tasting, mind pacing, time's wasting. I'm facing the fact if I don't react to this advance, I'll lose my chance to move these hands and peruse the lands kissed by my lips. 2 shots of that kiss. One was a mix of love and passion. Imagine for a moment, our lips could be used to move our desires into your spine, break through the barriers around your mind and convince you that every sensual feeling you've ever known could be blown through the passage of your deepest passions. That second kiss was dirty, lust and desire, stripped from my tongue as her hips moved higher. Cool breezes through those lips caused our bodies to shiver as she whispered in my ears the request I delivered. Softer, slower, gentle, lower. Her puckered lips were succulent. I'm wrapped in trapping the deepest inch of her leaking lips, insatiable. My appetite exploded. I began to exhibit delusional behaviors. I caught her rage and flavors and separated them so I could taste the influences that formed this flawless beauty. Cranberry licks on her sugar plump hips. Cool blue grips on her backside strips, sip after sip from her licorice pastures, quenched from her cider as it tingled down after. I had to sit back and wonder how her streaming flavors enslaved me as they paved the way to my brain, tamed and blamed me for every false move that every past dude ever enacted on her. Our lips were locked as if to create a spectacular vacuum of space to channel the fluid motions between us, and yet I was still insatiable. This desire that burns in my gut just grows with the flow she gave me. I came to realize this appetite may never be filled, yet the thrill of my indulgence allowed me to happily savor her flavors for hours on end as we slowed to a deep sleep. Together, still locked tight in the peak of our barest positions, we made it a mission to stay this way all night as the streaks of her love dripped on my lips. I'm addicted, so I made a decision to stick in this prison of hunger, addiction, and mental confliction as long as her lips speak a promise to feed me forever. I'll always and ever remain hers, to be insatiable. Love. Thank you.
Unmute yourselves and give some love to Jelani.
Oh my God, let's go. Yes. Yes.
Love, thank you.
yes.
Jelani Peel. I think he's about to get some new followers. And I think his lady's about to be like, yo, what's the passcode to your Instagram? I need to check them DMs. Jelani, welcome to the Monday Night Online Open Mic, brother. Please do not be a stranger. You are more than welcome here. We got love for Brooklyn out here. I know the Bronx and Brooklyn's supposed to have beef, but I got love for Brooklyn. I got no love for the Boston Red Sox or the Green Bay Packers, but I got love for Brooklyn, yeah. All right, let's keep it moving. Next coming up, and forgive me if I pronounced the name wrong, Ajna Muse. But I did, I said it right.
Yeah, that was right. Thank you. Hello, everyone. My performance name is Ajna Muse. Thank you for sharing this time. Yeah, this is my second time. Thank you for sharing this time and space. I'm calling in from Lenny Lenape land, but what is known as New Brunswick, New Jersey. I got a couple pieces for y'all. This isn't really on theme, but this is a little empowerment piece because I want us to feel good about ourselves going into this time of rest and family and all those things. This one's called Letter to the Haters. I am a masterpiece, not just one actually, I am them all. I am an art exhibit with Black experience that decks the halls. And as I strut and stand tall, these peasants get a free viewing, but yet when they stare at me, they don't applaud. How rude can they be when they see me and just scold? How hateful can you be of yourself that when you see me be me, you imagine me in some hell? You imagine I'm some demon and I could see in the way you clutch your pearls, especially you men who can't perceive me because you are so confused and don't know what you love. You just want something to stick your dick into to distress, which is why the girls have been saying y'all's dick game is some ass. Well, PSA for all you bitches that hate my demeanor and hate on my femininity because I crop my t-shirts. Y'all are fucking dumb and insecure. And no, I ain't talking about Issa Rae. I'm talking about the fact that you choose to hate. Y'all really thought y'all hate? Don't make me some instinct meaner because he will box you upside your head and take your place because I'm that bitch. So you need to check your place because I am not the one today. I might be too into bringing the light to the surface, but I think your vision is a bit screwed because why you ass looking at me so long on purpose? I ain't do shit to you but breathe, so why in the hell are you looking at me like I am some disease? Bitch, please. I know you got insecurities festering so deleteriously because you stink. And I don't mean smelly or anything, but you are committed to projecting your hell into everything, and it reeks. Your shadow's coming out to play, and you think you blocked it by projecting your hate. Well, I guess I have to be the one to tell you that shit you try to keep behind you and hidden is actually the reason you get no bitches. Because you are ashamed to free yourself from these shames. Well, I guess I have to be the one to let you know that your addiction to guilt is ruining the show and makes me think of you as some trifling ass hoe. Your negativity is depressing and smells like disease. Get well soon, but before you leave, you better give me some money and compensate me handsomely. I don't need to convict you of your shitty microaggressions, your visual assaults, so no court is not going to be in session because I'm going to just call my homies if you don't. Start whipping out the Benjamins. Because this is a hate-induced crime, and the police don't need to get involved because there is a clear, very clear result. Thank you. And I have another piece. This one's a work in progress, a little rough shit, you know. This one is called Nigga Nose. You see this nigga nose, so big and wide. I know this nigga knows why I used to hate its size. Because of trifling bitches like y'all that think my existence is just another style. I know this nigga knows that y'all wear those nigga clothes and watch those nigga shows and try to tan to this nigga tone so you can be some pop star and blow up on these niggas' phones. It's funny because I know this nigga knows you will always just be another nigga's clone. And I really have to ask, so you want to be a nigga? Like, don't be fucking daft. Have you looked in the mirror? This nigga knows your physical description has never shown up on them police scanners. And you ain't never gonna look like me, nigga. And you're just gonna have to get over that. Like, are you fucking shitting me, bitch? What the fuck is going on? This nigga knows my money is way too fucking long to be dealing with none of y'all. Copyright Nicki Minaj. Thank you for this.
Unmute yourselves and give it up for Ajna Muse, y'all.
One of us.
us.
That was fire.
Yeah.
One of us. One of us.
And if you want to follow me, I'm going to put my Instagram in the chat, but my Instagram is Sid with an S at the end with underscores in between. But I'm going to put it in that. Like, yeah.
Ajna Muse. Ajna's gonna put their info into the chat, so give them a follow. Ajna Muse. This is the second time they've rocked out with us, I believe, right? Number 2, right? Second time, right? Yep. I remember. It was like 2 weeks ago. Ajna Muse gonna become a mainstay here at the Monday Night Online Open Mic. Got the addiction in the arm. I see it. All right, let's keep it moving. Next coming up is another person who I believe has become addicted to his community. Love having them on, and that is Dari Nunez. Let me unmute him. I'm loving your backgrounds. Now, first the smiley faces for hybrid, and now we in the theater. Love it. Let them know
do
they
it
can follow
different.
you online.
Yes, baby. Yes. Shout out to American Cafe, and this is my Christmas poem from last year, but it makes sense this year too. It's called Merry Christmas circa 2020. Says my family's Christian and Catholics. Cheers to Santa Claus and happy baby Jesus with a face mask, of course. Happy holidays on quarantine. Merry Krika, manin. More holidays, isolation, depression, because I'm sick. Sick in my head, sick of with no bread, sick and tired of being sick and tired. Hey, yo, really though? Fuck the holidays. Over that phase, sick of fucking this year. Fuck this year. Because it's so dissolved and I wish it could disappear. Why can't it be more clear of having less fear of COVID-19 with a fear? More excuses and reasons for us not to do the stupid Christmas party with the same old pernil con arroz, because we have to reduce the social distancing for 6 people or less. Celebrate God in any religion, as long as my friends and family are happy, healthy, and alive. That's my best Christmas present. For my only Xmas celebration is with a face mask through a Zoom meeting. COVID-19 ruined my Christmas, birthday, and year. So fuck COVID-19. Stop lying, going through that about Christmas presents. We know your ass is broke, bro. So let this year go on and die on. Stop worrying about the present. Happy New Year's. New me, new bullshit. More like new bullshit. The only New Year's resolution is to be alive, healthy for a new year, better me, better than 2020, the year that ruined me. Peace, bro.
Unmute yourselves and give some love to Dari Nunez, guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Dari, way to bring that. Bring that heat to him. Yes. What we are dealing with is putting a damper on a lot of things, putting a lot of stress on us. But thankfully, we got each other right now, right? We spitting poems. You know what I'm saying? Y'all smoking whatever funny cigarettes you have. That's why so many people have their cameras off. I'm not mad at you. Enjoy the poetry how you want to. And make sure you go give Dari a follow at Dari Nunez Art. All right, next coming up, we've got, okay. So apparently, where's Liz? Where's Liz Minette? Where is this woman from Minnesota? I was expecting you to be a Vikings fan, a Packers fan in Minnesota, Liz.
I grew up in a Vikings Packers household, and I don't want to say anything bad about the Vikes, but the Pack is, last night 31-30 ball, Pack Ravens, we're going to the playoffs. We're going to the playoffs.
Yes, you are. I just, eat it up, right? Because we now got Justin Fields, and it looks like Aaron Rodgers is leaving. So eat it up. I'm not afraid of Jordan Love. Nonetheless, Liz.
I like the Bears too. I like the Bears. They're cool. I have cousins that grew up in Chicago that now live in Florida. They're still Bears fans. So hey,
That's Liz, I appreciate you humoring me with this talk of football, but we are here for the poetry. This is your first time with us, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. So you see how we do, Liz. If you've got anything online you want people to know about, let them know. And then we're ready for your poetry. Welcome to Mondays.
Thank you so much. I am going to read a farm nanny poem. I am a farm nanny, and this is called At Solstice. Farm nannies basically house sitting on a farm. So farm nanny poem. So this is called At Solstice. Let me see. Okay. A full moon flags the December barn. There is only this light on the way to evening chores. And so two horses softly walk to the fence, stand, shoulders rounded, smooth as planets. Both are curious for anything my hands hold. A touch, apple slices, the heat of oats. Zoe, the farm dog, has come along with me, and she wouldn't have it any other way. Inside the barn, two cats, Buddhas on a ledge, intently watch Zoe's barrel-shaped body scuttle after one scent to another. Hens thump to their roost under the heat lamp, and their movements sound like boxes falling. I exchange new straw for their coop's small harvest, only 3 eggs tonight. Cracking 2 over the cat's feed, I place the 3rd in my coat, and then Zoe and I walk the long driveway. The moon follows, casts shadow among birch and in front of us as dog and human try to catch up to themselves. Back to the house's soft watch, Zoe's last 2 puppies, Jasmine, Kibu, spring from the kennel when I open it. They greet us jumping, crushing the egg I've forgotten. Small return of sun in my pocket.
Unmute yourselves and give it up for Liz.
Woo! All right, Liz.
The farm nanny. I like that. I like that. The farm nanny. We actually got a few people in our community who either live on farms or have worked on farms or grew up on farms. And I love it. I got to work with a farmer once. Never again. They be working hard. Farmers be working so hard. Give it up for our farmers and give it up for Liz. Liz, again, if you have any info you want to share, also put it in the chat. Make sure that you come back. You know, just leave your Packers jersey in the closet, all right? Just make sure you leave your Packers jersey in the closet. Liz Vidette, love having her on. I've been to Minnesota. I had a good time in Minnesota, by the way. I didn't see any Vikings fans. That's why I had a good time. All right, let's keep it moving. Next coming up, we're going back to the Bronx, my home borough, with the man who helped us out behind the scenes with Hybrid last month with the video camera. And that is none other than Ronan Rose, who's going to be part of 2-1 when we rock out with Tokyo. Ronan, let the people know where they can find you online, and then we ready for your fire, brother. Good to see you again.
It's always good to see you. I'm on Instagram, Ronan Rose _ RONINROST _ It's right there under my name, right here. I've been deciding back and forth between like this Christmas poem that I wrote and between just showing you guys like my music side, because seasonal depression is a real thing. But I'm gonna hit the Christmas poem today. All right. Winter nights are so cold. I don't mind festivities approach. Holidays are my fashion shows. No one will see how I'm dressed. I might walk downstairs, but who cares? My outfit is so cool. Red, green, white, blue. The lights swap places as I'm walking through the groove. The music is laughter. The cheers on North 2nd Street coming from that living room. Physical beings dancing while their spirits move to all the drum beats and guitar tunes. Barriga llena, corazón contento. Yeah, bringing out the food. There's enough for everybody. I might take a plate home too. There's a type of solace that takes place over a crowded space when the instruments come out. Everyone takes their place. The silence slices the tension. A pact is formed. We become one with the guinaldos, the plena, and the salsa. Can you feel the conga in me? Guided by the clave. So now we're clapping hands. The frequency is electrifying, sends your brain into a trance. Your body explodes, your muscles react, and now you on your feet ready to dance. Abuela y mi tía, the first one's up. The whole room starts to chant the minute I stand. This is power, bond, unity, a family so distraught, brought together by festivities, pernil, pavo, and the Christmas tree. I've roamed the house free. My home is elsewhere, but this feels like home to me. I observe the interaction of peace, the unison of cadence giving life to the streets. Passerbys pop in, felicidades, everybody greets. Nights we wish would never end. Ma, can we stay another night? It might be months, maybe a year till I'm here again. So tonight I'm one with my family and friends. This one is for you, the anchor to our roots, the one who brought us all together with the help of a Coors Light at noon. Stories of your childhood, a basement filled with goods, from guitars and percussion to the peach tree and the malanga roots. I pray one day you bring us all together. I pray we never lose our tune. I pray you bring life to heaven with your Christmas party. Rest in peace, Johnny. I miss you. Thank you, guys.
Ooh, I was there for all of it. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Ronan.
Yes.
Oh yeah, man. Oh,
Dope, dope, dope.
Oh my God, I was right there for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this, I want to be friends with everyone, so I could become friends with their grandmothers. Because like he alluded to, like, you're not allowed to leave the house without a plate, right? Like, where you go? Why ain't there a plate in your hand? Like, you leaving? You giving me a hug goodbye without a plate in your hand? Like, I love it. I love my people so much. Make sure you go give Ronan a follow at Ronan Rose _ becoming a mainstay here at the Monday Night Online Open Mic, rocking out at Hybrid. We're gonna get him with two venues on mic. You know what I'm saying? He got that Full Sail University degree. So I don't know. Maybe we get him to edit some things. I don't know. We're gonna put him to work. We're gonna put the Bronx to work. All right, y'all. Make sure you go give him a follow at Ronan Rose _ All right. Next coming up, I've got Generalissimo, my man, who recently came out with a book, a mainstay here at the Monday Night Online Open Mic. Oh, I'm loving the background now. I'm loving the background. Multiple copies of the book. That's the way to go. That's the way to think. Brother, let them know where they can find you online, and I'm ready for your poetry.
Okay, give me a couple seconds. Okay. Everything is in the chat right now, including the next Cafe Generalissimo, which is on the 3rd of January. I've got a few more later that week. I've got something on the 7th and the 8th as well. I'll put that in the chat later. I'm going to read one poem, which is my one Christmas poem, even though I'm Jewish, but I think it's okay that I'm Jewish with this one. "'Twas the truth about Christmas. "'Twas the night before Christmas when in the North Pole a strange, mysterious wind did blow. Then Santa's pet emus buried their heads in the snow. The reindeer got loose and ate every dreidel from the Hanukkah bushes. Mrs. Claus got drunk and pinched all the male elves on their tushes. The lady elves later found her passed out in her easy chair, drew multicolored dicks on her face with Sharpies and cut off her hair. This year, Santa secretly bought a dozen drones to fly presents down chimneys so he wouldn't dirty his suit, making his yearly $1,000 dry cleaning bill moot. He hovered over houses and directed the drones with a remote control. He was saving so much time, he yelled, "Fuck yeah, Santa baby, rock and roll!" What happened next qualified as a Christmas clusterfuck when the reindeer started sporadically dropping undigested dreidels from their butts. The Jewish toys broke skylights, damaged roofs, and countless cars, not to mention poor Santa's therapy bill and emotional scars. The whole situation caused Santa enormous guilt and shame, despite the fact that the Gentiles learned to play the dreidel game. Insurance paid off damages since no one believed in old Kris Kringle, a fact that made Santa smile and gave his soul a tingle. He got home and saw empty schnapps bottles next to his unconscious wife, then told himself that for the most part, he lived a pretty decent life. It was the morning after the night before Christmas when Santa discovered his beloved emus had frozen to death after burying their heads in the snow, which was the tip of an iceberg of traumatic emotional blows. So he plucked their feathers and carved out enough steaks for a year, then fixed himself a sesame bagel with lox, onions, and a nice schmear. While he drank his coffee, he asked the missus about the dicks drawn on her face. She railed about the elf bitches and how she'd put them all in their place. He just smiled at her and nodded yes, and fantasized about changing his name and face, then running off to Rio de Janeiro and disappearing without a trace. And yes, this story is 100% true. And what we learn from it, of course, is that Santa is a Jew. Thank you very much.
Mute yourselves. Give some love to this man.
Please buy my book.
Everylissimo, go give a follow. Buy his book, just the undigested dreidels. That line alone always gets me. Woo! Everylissimo, love having him as part of this community. Love it. Make sure you go give him a follow. Facebook, ask about his book. His book cover is in his background. Make sure that you go get it. Lobel. Hi, Lobel. Do you hear me? Hi, Lobel. Are you going to be here to the end? Yes? Yes or no? Yes? Will you please read the Good Night Sweet Poet poem for us and close the night out? I will send it to you. Okay? I will send it to you. She's like, wait, I was supposed to memorize it? I didn't know. No one told me in the cult papers I had to memorize it. Don't worry. I'm going to send it to you and you'll be able to read it. With that being said, let's keep chugging along as we get to the Bronx. We going back to the Bronx. My peoples is in the Zoom building. Tabitha Adams. Tabitha, I saw you all up on your feet when Ronan Rose was sharing his poem about his abuela and the food and the dancing. I saw your camera went on and you were up like, yeah.
That was like being in Tia's like kitchen. That was like grandma dancing in the sala salsa. That was like, that was everything. A bottle coquito was some like everything. That was dope. That was dope.
Yep. I saw it.
Go ahead. Okay, I'm sorry.
No. It's your turn. I just wanted to let you know, make sure you tell people where they can find you online before we hear your fire. Go ahead.
It's always a pleasure to rock out with you. I love your vibe, your energy. I thank you for having this shit. I thank you. tab_001 at Instagram. I'm gonna rock out. It's new shit. I'm sorry I'm not on theme. I never do. I'm sorry. I'm gonna work at that though. All right, let me jump at it. Federico Garcia Lorca, Emily Dickinson, Jonathan Larson, plus so many other great pens that have departed before spoken. And if we leave this world before our talents have touched earth, then who are we? What story does it tell the wind without the sound of your voice? How do we uplift families if our talents never find courage? In my heart, I dream of all these places young I thought I grew. Now tomorrow has arrived without live, and I feel all the days I have prayed to forgotten. The harsh words my shoulders have delivered. The night I covered in her mistakes. Sit in a dim room, no coffee, no tea. Just her and the noise of upstairs. I can't sleep. I can't go on with this life unfulfilled. Wake a person that won't stay silent. She keeps calling me. Late, I see the lines that trace the years I've wasted. I feel clouds that keep over me. And as much as I run from her shadow, I pour empty without it. No wine, no water. Who will he change? All the parts I've given, I've damaged. I keep telling myself daily doses, but this shit takes time. Distractions develop before name. These desperation calling for greater. Noticing footwork's on the wrong path and she rested there. Lack of commitment, but comfort in places I spent all my mornings praying to rise from. So I lift pens in hopes of writing new beginnings and changing upstairs boundaries. No warnings to what tomorrow holds, so I pray for the discipline to change today. And peace. Thank you for having me.
Ooh, give some love to my Bronx sister, Tabitha.
So nice.
Tabitha. The chat was lighting up. Make sure that you go and you check the chat, Tabitha. A mainstay here at the Monday Night Online Open Mic, representing my home borough, the Bronx. I love it. I love it. Tabitha, make sure that you go and give her a follow. Okay, cool. Ron, I don't see Nick Diaz. Did you see him? Because that's who is next. Or who is supposed to be
Nope,
next.
I do
Shout
not
out.
see him either.
All right. Shout out to Vasilios. I see Vasilios here. A beast. Vasilios, I don't know what you're doing on Mondays, but your ass needs to get back here and sharing your poetry. I'm just saying. Also, a shout out to my brother out in Japan, Poetak. My man out there, they know about us on Japanese radio out there because of that, man. Make sure that you go give him love, give him a follow. Okay, so I see no Nick Diaz. That means we're gonna continue moving, man. And we saw Nick. He came to the hybrid. Got to see him, hang out with him in person. I hope all is well. Okay, that means we're going to Hakeem, rebel poet, Coriano. Wait, Hakeem, rebel poet, Coriano. Did I say your last name right?
Yeah, Coriano. Peace, y'all.
Peace, brother. Peace. Just your first time on Mondays with us, correct?
First time on the Zoom world. I've been to the venue several times.
Oh, that's something. Well, welcome to the virtual branch of the New Yorican Poets Cafe. Hakeem, it's a pleasure to have you. Where are you located? I feel like New York City. Where are you located?
I'm laying low in the wilds of Stamford, Connecticut.
What? Wait, are you from Connecticut?
Nah.
Wait.
Born in Caguas, Puerto Rico. Raised in Long Island.
Oh, okay. Got some New York in you. I caught it. Well, Hakeem, welcome to Mondays. Let the people know where they can find you online and then rock out. We ready for it.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much for having me. Peace to everyone that has gone and bless the mic. You can find me at Rebel Poet NYC on all social media platforms. Rest in Power, Maroon Schultz. This is self-portrait. Caribbean Valley, still river, non-certified laborer, host of Zoom smile, reflection of brown boy, rebellious, bomba drum skin, spilling espiritu through N95 mask, adinkra percussion persona, downbeat tate quieto aura, sabrosura, el sofrito de milagros, sorullito de María, tamarindo rebeldía, curry spice attitude, guarapo roots drink libation to fatherless, weeping earth, New Yorican daydream, volando chiringa en el morro, orchestral symposium in C minor, waiting on D train, watering flower pots, children of Baldwin, Palo Santo, Salat, repellent de todo malo, el duende's legend, un semi algarete made of concha y hueso, unearthed in Caguas, enlightened on Sistrunk. I am galloping dragon, making his way through Ghost Town, to phantasm for its own reckoning, Vela Blanca in turbulent sea of doubt, burning despite own veracity, Julia's punch-drunk lover, Ponce's ternura, Fella's face paint, Don Pedro's cadence, Pietri's temperance, Yo soy fire, flores, Filipino, Coreano, sun-shaped vessel, slave lineage, kintsugi, boy, gold dust, hot blood, grassroots movement, loud, whisper, mumbled boom bap prayer, butterfly and bullet, sereno at dawn, coqui song in unison, altissimo, when you know you just made your way back home. Tita is in the building.
Oh, unmute yourselves and give it up for Rebel Poet, y'all.
I love it. Hakeem.
Super.
On fire.
Woo!
Fire, Rebel Poet. Make sure you put your info in the chat. You know, we as humans, we're lazy. It's easy to make us copy and paste. So make sure you put your info in the chat so that people can see where they can give you a follow. Thank you for coming on the Monday Night Online Open Mic. Make sure you are not a stranger. I appreciate your energy and poetry, brother, very much. So before we go to our final poet, I want to give our assistant producer, our sung hero, one more time, an opportunity to promote what he's got going on, Mr. Ron Mark Thompson. Ron, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
And the same to you and the same to everyone. Thank you so much, Advocate, for allowing me to be your assistant producer. Thank you for being an awesome host, producer, organizer of all these events. And I just want to say, in case anyone asks me, I don't even know what his secrets are for 2022. They are so secret that he hasn't even told me. So when Mariella comes in town, I'm going to grill her. Let me see if she can, maybe she'll tell me what they are, you know. But I just want to say, look at these amazing new voices that we get here every Monday. So ever since you changed your rules for Mondays, I am just in awe, you know, of how many great voices from the community we're getting. So last time I am at Ron Mark Thompson, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Bronx Autumn Fun Up at BXAFH. I produce and host programs. I also work at the Wordz Write this Wednesday, Christmas writing movie/story workshop. And I want to give a shout out to our next poet, Arlene. We've been friends from way before the pandemic. She's an amazing photographer, an amazing artist. She has featured at Bronx Autumn Fun Hub. She's done arts and crafts workshops, and she has an amazing open mic coming this Sunday, right after Christmas Day, a Spanish language open mic. Arlene, please tell people about it. Everyone, please keep coming back here every Monday. Without the community, we wouldn't be here. So thank you, Advocate. Thank you, everyone in the community. I appreciate everyone.
Thank you, Ron Mark Thompson. And with that being said, already got a beautiful intro into Arlene. Arlene Crystal Santiago. Arlene, before you begin your poem, let the people know they can follow you online, and then talk to us about this open mic that you're doing that Ron mentioned. Go ahead.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you so much, Advocate, for the opportunity. You could follow me at Faithful Agape 613 in Instagram. And reason that I wanted to have this open mic is that I have a few friends as well that don't really speak much English, but have seen the community that I've been coming into and how much I love it. And so some of them wanted to participate. And not only that, it's also the day after Christmas. And a lot of people don't have family. And, you know, I want to be able to extend that as well. And also, somos muchos Boricua, muchos Latino, and our language, any language is beautiful, right? And of course, but we have to honor our language. And Spanish is beautiful, and it's my first language. And people are welcome to come. You could still speak English, but you have to recite in Spanish. And I think it's fun, and why not? It could be little, whatever you want to do. I just figured, why not? It's fun. And so my poem is short, but it's called The Path. Have you ever wondered if you did your best? If your choices were correct? If your actions were impactful with a reaction? Have you served with great enthusiasm, great devotion, on emotion? We are living, existing. Our place here is not free. It's not free. Our moral responsibility is to love and serve others. That is truly a life treasure. Our mind, body, and soul is meant to give so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Ooh, I love it. Let's unmute ourselves and get up for Arlene.
Yes. So good.
Oh, Arlene. Oh, way to come through.
Yes, Arlene.
Thank you.
Arlene, before I mute you one more time, where can the people find you online so they can find out about this open mic the day after Christmas?
Absolutely. Faithful Agape 613. All the information is there.
Thank you, Arlene Crystal Santiago.
Thank you.
And I love Arlene's glasses. I love it. I love it. And how Arlene is online is how Arlene is in person. So warm and loving. I was really happy to see you this weekend. I know you couldn't stay long, but I'm happy you got to stop by and give us some love. I appreciate it. So with that being said, before any of you go, right, we're going to close it out with our Good Night Sweet Poet poem. Lo Bell is going to do it. I will unmute her in 1 second. But I do want to encourage you, make sure that you give the New Eureka Poets Cafe a follow on Facebook and YouTube. This is where all of our open mics are. Make sure you give me a follow on Instagram or Twitter at Advocate of Words. Next week, I'm going to talk about all our plans for 2022. We got some juicy stuff coming up. Of course, more hybrid coming up, more 2 venues, 1 mic that I am co-executive producer of with Mariela Salazar. We've got London coming up, Princeton University, Tokyo is going to be nuts. So with that being said, let us close this out properly. And for those who may be new to the Monday Night Online Open Mic, I used to close it out with this poem called Good Night, Sweet Poet. But you've heard my voice all night long, so we've decided that we want to close out with a voice from the community. And tonight I've chosen Lo Bell because Lo Bell just keeps showing up. And I am the type of person who says, when in doubt, just show up. Lo Bell keeps showing up to give love to people. She gave it on hybrid. I had extra space. I was like, you know what? You want it? Come on. You came to give love. Had it. She came to give love tonight. So she is going to close us out tonight. With that being said, Lo Bell, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Take us home.
Good night, sweet poet. Thank you for sharing what you've written. Good night, sweet poet. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Good night, sweet poet. May your dreams be as imaginative as tonight's poems. Good night, sweet poet. Thank you for inviting the spirit of Miguel Araguin into your home. This has been the Monday Night Online Open Mic presented by the New Eureka Poets Cafe, hosted by Advocate of Words. On behalf of the community tonight, I, Lo Bell, would like to say good night, sweet poet.